The man drank water filled with mud through a straw. When the guard isn't looking, quietly pour it into the trash can. To escape, I must seize every opportunity to deal with the rubble. We stuffed each bag of dirt into canvas sacks, casually hoisted them upstairs, and shoved them into tiny holes in the ceiling cracks. But as days passed, the dirt piled higher and higher, nearly filling the gaps. Just as my partner and I whispered about our next move, guards burst in for a surprise inspection, bellowing for everyone to evacuate. Danger struck. Two brothers were still digging in the tunnel. Raphael dashed back to warn them, while I sprinted upstairs to shout for their evacuation. The tunnel was so narrow we could only crawl. The guards' footsteps drew near, suffocating pressure filling the air. Raphael stepped forward to buy time for his comrades. The guard sensed something amiss and called for backup. But before his words faded, Raphael had already tackled him to the ground. Prisoners swarmed in, plunging the scene into chaos. Our barehanded resistance quickly collapsed, but those few seconds saved our brothers. They sealed the tunnel with bricks, smoothed the joints with mortar matching the wall's color, blocked the entrance with furniture, and scrubbed every trace of dust and sweat from their bodies. By the time they finished preparing, the fight was long over. The guards forced us to kneel naked in the yard for roll call, then locked our leader Raphael in a dark cell. He endured immense suffering during those days, yet our plan remained undiscovered. I recalled how 300 days earlier, when we first proposed the escape, Raphael and I had nearly come to blows over it. All 120 of us were political prisoners jailed for resisting the dictator. Though the Supreme Court had yet to pass judgment, the shadow of death already hung over us. Under collective pressure, Raphael and I buried our resentment deep within. I presented my calculations. The distance from our cell to the outer wall was approximately 70 meters, requiring the excavation of 5 to 70 tons of earth, a figure that left everyone breathless. On the 5th day, we accidentally struck a corner of the wall, producing a hollow sound that indicated the wall was thinner there. We grabbed saw blades and began work. Through Raphael's relentless effort, we soon cut a crack and covered it with plaster. After that, we only cut tiny sections each day. On the 56th day, we finally broke through the wall. A mason's light tap tore open a huge gap, allowing us to swiftly yet cautiously push the false wall back into place. Then came the challenge of earthwork. I was confident I could handle it. Gripping my screwdriver, I climbed to the second floor and began chiseling through the ceiling. A square hole quickly took shape, but when I tugged at the cement board, the entire ceiling came crashing down. I fell to the floor, a monstrous hole above me.